Okay, this is the dark match for the week of ending in November 18th, TNA. I'm the Revolver Man.
I'm the Lone Warrior.
And I'm Digi-Fox.
And I'm Iron Bite Dash, and this is What's Iron Sheik Tweeting Now. NBA people, don't be greedy piece of garbage. You lose the fan. You lose the money. You need to show respect for the fan. Don't be the Virgil.
He has it out for Virgil.
Virgil has money?
When did Virgil ever go on strike? That's my question.
This is Sheiky, baby.
When did Virgil ever get a push?
Hey, he was $1 million champion once. He was $1 million champion.
Well, there was a time where he was Ted's manservant.
Yeah.
Ted Jr.'s.
Oh, Ted Jr. That's right. They brought him back.
Yeah, you know, that was probably a great push.
Yeah, that really was. I want to keep talking about Sheik's feud with Virgil, but we got to talk about TNA.
Something less fun than a feud with Virgil.
No, it's something less. It's something less fun than getting getting your colon cleaned by a rabid spider monkey.
I'm willing to take that wager.
Oh, God. My co-host, ladies and gentlemen.
God damn this Impact, though.
This Impact was boring.
So Roode turns heel.
Yeah, Roode turns heel. So they got to recap that. But the thing is, this has been like this has been another time when I've fallen asleep while watching this thing. I never thought a wrestling show could put me to sleep, but it does.
Not even WCW 2000 put people to sleep. Because there was always something fucked up always coming around the bend. Not with TNA.
Right, and it was fun fucked up. It wasn't like this fucked up.
Oh God,
it was like WCW Thunder fucked up. Not, Thunder was bad, but still funny.
Yeah, exactly, and that is where TNA has basically lost their way. Shall we just dive in, gentlemen?
Yeah, let's dive in balls deep.
Yeah, that's something I don't need to ever hear coming out of anybody's mouth about Impact. So we're going to open with a nice video package because wrestling matters. It's all about Roode. I don't care.
It's
that's
basically
how I sum that up.
It's basically the same promo or the same one they did last time, except more so because they've added more stuff of him being an asshole. But Roode comes out to the ring with
Wait, Bobby Roode's being an asshole? Somebody go tell Mr. Anderson, because somebody's infringing on his gimmick.
No, do we really want that feud?
We'll get to Mr. Anderson.
Yes, I do.
Assholes.
Yes, I do, because at least it would make fucking sense. Oh, God.
That's debatable. But, Roode comes out to the ring, and he basically talks about how he was the guy, he was the star of Fortune. He was he made the group, and he was ashamed to be part of it. And everyone else in Fortune was a piece of crap, and that they need to get a pair of balls because he's not going to let them live in his shadow anymore.
Wait, that begs the question. Does he still think Flair is good then? Because he's basically ignoring when Fortune was heels, when they started.
That's the point. The selective amnesia that the TNA creative scripts out, the TNA writers have this selective amnesia about, hey, such and such a guy is going heel. He was part of this our major face group. And, he needs to run down his former stablemates. That will be good, right? Right?
Speaking of Fortune, they are dissolving before Immortal has dissolved, and Immortal doesn't even have Hulk Hogan anymore.
Of course it is.
It's depressing. But no, the whole Rude forgetting the whole heel thing. It's a wrestling thing. It's not just it happens not just with the TNA but with the WWE. It's the 3-month rule.
And it's still stupid. And I will always call it out. Just because they do it all the time doesn't mean it ever gets a free pass, in my opinion.
No, it doesn't. Although there are some certain situations where it makes sense. I mean, to use a little bit of an example, actually, let me use an example of an organic heel face turn. We'll go with Sheamus. When he first started getting huge, he was this guy who would take every opportunity to just beat the crap out of you, but the second things started to go wrong, he was the chicken shit. I gotta go. But he evolved into a guy who went from, I gotta run to, fuck this, I can kick your ass, to, hey, I'm face now. And it happened so slowly and so organically that you didn't mind the fact that nobody cares that 3 months ago Sheamus was ambushing you from behind with a lead pipe.
Lead
okay?
Pipe. You gotta call it a lead pipe.
I'm sorry, lead pipe. Nobody cared because the face turn was so slow and so organic. Compare that to Robert Roode. Roode's heel turn with, I'm a heel now.
Yeah,
and the reason why I'm a heel now is because being a nice guy never gets you anywhere.
So we haven't heard
we
that
also
all the time.
Coming from far left, but
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we all saw the heel turn coming from far left the minute Storm won the belt. But at the same time, you kind of hope that they would have done it better or sensibly with a hint of logic.
On a pay-per-view.
This might be a bit of fantasy booking, but they could have started out with, Roode going, yeah, I know I screwed you out of the title, but it was a moment of weakness, and slowly become corrupt with the title, rather than just immediately, yeah, fuck all you.
Yeah. Well,
those subtlety in TNA.
Because, whatever. As Roode is running down Fortune, out comes James Storm, and they have words, but Roode is like, security, security, and Storm's like, I know you jumped me last week, Roode. No, I didn't. I got people in the back. They can vouch for me. Well, you know what? I'm still gonna just kick your ass for the hell of it. And as security is dealing with Storm, out comes AJ.
Yeah, AJ comes up from behind him because, he got screwed on at Turning Point.
I also want to mention that James Storm has recovered quite well from being nearly zombified last week.
Oh, yeah. When did they put it on the Muda scale?
Well, it's hard to call it. No, it breaks the Muda scale because his beard was still clean.
Oh, God. AJ Styles. Yeah, AJ Styles. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm still laughing at that.
It was kind of like, the best way I could describe it was, it's like they warrior face painted him with blood.
Oh, God. So AJ jumps Roode from behind because that's how a face deals with adversary. Adversity. Thank you. That word.
Gray morality.
And then security comes in, grabs AJ and Roode, and as AJ grabs a mic, TNA goes, "We'll be right back when we hear from AJ Styles." I looked at my watch. We're 10 minutes in. I'm already annoyed.
Yeah, I was dreading when they went to commercial with more promos coming.
Another
The
promo coming after the commercial.
Not just that. We all know that this is not live, it's taped, it's edited and all that. But just going by the internal logic, that means AJ just stood there for 10 minutes staring at Roode before he thought of something to say.
Well, we know AJ is kind of a dumb redneck, so love you to death, AJ. You're just stupid.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have that gimmick either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Like, James
So-
is smarter even though it was more rednecky.
so when we come back from the commercial break, AJ and Roode are yelling back and forth at each other, and AJ calls Roode a piece of shit, basically. And he says that, Roode screwed over Storm, and then he screwed him, but he's gonna get his revenge by taking the title. And Roode's like, I defended it clean, go blow a dog. But they start fighting. So they start fighting again, and this cues Sting.
Can I just
Old
say,
man Sting. Old
Can
man
I
Sting
just-
and his goddamn fucking hipster sunglasses, his stupid shirt. He looks like a piece of fucking trash. In the
Ta-ta.
Can I just say something about Sting?
What's that?
We all called Joker Sting like really, really crazy Sting because, well, he was. Sting as the COO is even crazier.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, he seemed like he was going even more jokery than usual. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it now. They're gonna eventually turn him heel. Just out of
It's coming.
spite and hatred for the fans.
Yeah. So, so Sting decides, hey, you know what? Roode said before Sting came out, AJ, you need to go into the back to the trailer park and to the back of the line. And as Sting comes out, he says, yeah, I already made the call to AJ. He's your number one contender for at Final Resolution. And you know what? It's going to be a 30-minute Iron Man match.
Okay,
Have
I
fun.
have a lot of problems. How is this different than how Immortal was acting?
Well, in this instance, Sting has Dixie Carter's approval, and you know what? Fuck if I know. And I'm going to say something about Dixie Carter in a second after we get done with Sting.
Okay,
But-
But going
I
back
actually
to
have
that
something.
again. Oh, go ahead.
I'm honestly impressed with TNA. They actually booked their pay-per-view, the main event for their next pay-per-view, before the show, before the go-home show to the pay-per-view.
Well, last time it was even worse. They basically booked the pay-per-view
No,
right
I'm
before the pay-per-view.
I'm still awake. I just have to let Backlash know that I am indeed still awake.
Okay, good.
Falling asleep isn't my gimmick.
Okay, Digi. I don't understand that. Go on.
We'll explain later. So,
Did we lose
Still
our train
on-
of thought?
we're still on Sting.
That's
So
the thing.
yeah, Sting's talking. He's doing stuff.
And I got one more.
And after
I got-
Sting,
Wait, I got one more point to make.
okay.
So apparently Sting's modus operandi is fuck James Storm, by the way, because James Storm ain't ever getting a title shot, it seems.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
think the
AJ's getting a
excuse-
shot.
Yeah,
I think the
thanks,
excuse
Dave.
they keep.
Okay, but I have to take that back a little bit because that actually gets brought up, and that's something I didn't expect TNA to do, but that happens later.
Yeah, it's still
that,
bullshit.
afterwards, Sting, basically, AJ leaves, Sting leaves, AJ leads, and for some reason, even though this is her own fucking company, Dixie Carter is at ringside. And Roode puts his hands on her.
And Dixie
This-
Carter's face never changes.
I know.
Oh no.
You know, I
Roode-
forgot what
Roode's
Dixie Carter
grabbing
looked
her
like.
and bitching at her and whatever. AJ comes back. Roode throws Dixie Carter at AJ, and then Roode drills the belt into the back of AJ's head, and Dixie Carter takes a bump.
And it was the most awkward, bullshitty bump since Kelly running the ropes.
And no.
What,
Since Linda McMahon
what was
eating,
the point?
I don't.
Oh yeah,
know.
Linda McMahon eating the stunner.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
the tombstone?
No. The stunner was worse.
It
No.
was pretty
Then
bad.
as Roode just starts punching AJ out on top of Dixie, he's standing on her fucking hair, and security is doing nothing. It takes Sting and the agents to break the three of them apart.
Okay, guys, I just realized something right now. This is the power that Hogan was talking about. If you have the World Heavyweight belt, you are head of security in TNA.
It makes
Because
no damn
if you
sense.
notice, anybody who has the belt, security will only ever do things that help them.
Yeah, so we go backstage because I don't want to talk about Dixie Carter any more than I absolutely have to. And Storm is confronted by Samoa Joe. And Joe vouches for Roode, okay? And then basically says, hey, you know, if I hit you, you wouldn't have gotten up. And the two fight. This is a reoccurring scenario throughout the night.
Yeah, I was going to point that out. It's like this is pretty much the underlying theme of the episode of this episode of Impact. Storm's doing a whodunit where basically everyone done it, and he's going to kick the crap out of him.
Yeah, because I'm really intimidated by James Storm.
But that's just stupid. However, we go to commercial. When we come back, Sting just pushes Roode into some fencing, and then starts scolding him. It's like, why did you do that? And Roode's like, you touch me again, and my lawyers will sue you, Sting.
Yeah, that was.
All right, so we have our first match of the night. I think we're 30 minutes into this into Impact, by the way.
Fuck.
Give or take.
And it's Robbie E with Robbie T versus Devon with the Pope D'Angelo Dinero for the TNA Television Championship. Guys, Robbie E is actually defending the TNA Television Championship on TNA TV.
It's
Also,
a step up.
I
Shenanigans.
I have to say this too. The Pope is above the TNA television belt itself. So imagine how above he is backing up Devon's chances to get the TNA television belt.
God, this match just did nothing.
Also,
It happened.
we have discovered what Devon's new gimmick is. Being distracted and rolled up. That is Devon's new gimmick.
Oh my God. Okay, the match is just your standard TNA flair, which means it's passable on an indie circuit. And it comes out. EY comes out with his massive manly beard, and smashes Robbie T in the back. And after Robbie T basically destroys Pope, this has Devon's sons jumping the rail to check on the Pope, and Devon, rather than winning the match because he had the match won at this point, yells at his sons, and then gets rolled up.
Yeah,
So
which
wait,
makes no fucking sense.
Okay, first of all, his sons were in the same spot Dixie was before, so I guess that's the shenanigans corner of the audience. And second,
Yeah, nobody stand there.
when is Devon going to figure out he needs to stop taking his kids to these fucking shows?
Yeah, it never ends well for them.
I'm more surprised.
Go ahead, Laura. No, you go ahead. I'll say afterwards.
Okay. So I'm more surprised that they're still doing this fucking storyline with Pope and Devon.
Yeah, I thought they tossed this away, and then it spontaneously came back.
Well, yeah, they weren't on TV for 2 months?
Pretty much. I don't think the last time I saw them was for the what's the point of the Bound for Glory series? Sorry.
Yeah, that was the first problem. The second one was, I was just surprised that Devon and Pope got screen time at all. Because, again, they were quickly becoming the new Jay Lethal. I'm pushing for them to become the new Jay Lethal. Yeah.
The thing that kills me is, as we said before, the storyline was Pope is seducing Devon's family away for whatever reason. And it continued on Impact with after Devon is trying to get to the back with his sons because why don't they just go back to the audience where they belong? Oh, guys, I have terrible news. I did not see Haley Williams in the Impact Zone.
Oh, she hasn't been around for a while.
I know.
Wait,
I'm just,
who? Who's
okay.
Haley Williams?
Lead singer of Paramore. There's a girl in the Impact Zone. She stands on the facing the camera, front row, center of the ring. You can't miss her. She and I we have something together. And so back to what I was saying. He's trying to get the boys to get to the back, and they're like, "No, Dad, we got to check on Pope." I don't.
And he's
get
like,
this.
"No, you have to come with me."
And
No, Dad, we got to check on the Pope. We love him.
The Pope is seducing Devon's kids away by being nice, helping Devon, and getting hurt. Once again, who's supposed to be the fake? Are they still running with the theory that Pope is the corrupting influence here? Because to me, because like I said for the longest time, this entire feud has done nothing but make Devon look like a fucking bitch.
I can't talk about Barrett. He's not on the show.
Aww. But no, okay then. Did you talk about the Pope?
Wait a couple years, and then maybe we'll talk to TNA.
All right.
That's harsh. But
so moving on from this.
The Pope's just laying there. That's all there is to say.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Moving on from this. Hey everybody, it's Garrett. I can wrestle better than my dad, Bischoff, and he's backstage with Sting asking for another match with Gunner.
I think Bischoff attacked there for a second because you cut out when you tried to say Garrett.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
Skype doesn't want us acknowledging him.
Barrett Gishoff?
No, Barrett, get off.
Barrett, get off my television. There we go.
Yeah,
this
is going to lead to a bad time.
This leads to bad time, totally bad times. But what comes next leads to even more bad times. It's Matt Morgan with Crimson, and they're talking like, hey, you know that match we had at Turning Point? Man, wasn't that awesome? Hey, I almost kicked your ass. No, I almost kicked your ass.
Yeah,
Get
suddenly they're
fucking
buddy now.
room and fuck. Okay?
No.
Also, it's funny to see TNA try to, like, for almost every time Crimson comes on screen, TNA's like, oh, because it was a double disqualification, Crimson is still 11 months undefeated. Fuck you, TNA.
Again, they're gonna Vladimir Kozlov him.
Oh, yeah. Until Kurt Angle squashes him for no reason.
Wait, push him and then release him?
No. I mean, we wish,
yes.
but no. They're going to do everything in their power to, ignore the fact that he has lost matches to give him an undefeated streak and being this huge monster, and then they'll abruptly lose interest and bury his ass.
He's undefeated in singles competition.
That's what they did with Kozlov.
Don't count. So basically,
Wait,
it's
no, it was a singles match though. He did not win a singles match.
He has not been pinned or submitted.
Ah, fuck you.
Okay, so basically Sting says that Mexican America said, oh, we're going to leave because there's no competition. It's like, sure, go ahead. We'd like that. No, that's not what he said. That's what he wished he said.
when Sting when Sting said that Mexican America is going to leave because there's no competition, I just imagine Shannon Moore and Jesse Neal and Toxin standing off to a corner, looking like we're not competition.
Well, actually, there's a reason for this. Jesse Neal is leaving the company, and Gank is pretty much gone now, so they don't have any other tag teams because.
No. Also, fine listeners, do you want to know why Jesse Neal has decided to leave TNA? Because the bastards wanted to send him to OVW. OVW, by the way, is now TNA's feeder league.
Really? I thought it was because of the food stamps.
No. He's going to be leaving TNA because A, they're not paying him as much money, and B, they wanted to ship him off to cold storage, which is what OVW is going to become.
Even though, funnily enough, I think he probably booked better in OVW, but I don't blame him for wanting to leave after that.
No, I don't either. But here's another thing about what OVW is going to become. It's going to become the new, creative doesn't have anything for you, but we don't want you leaving and becoming a success in the WWE, Matt Sindel, who's going to be coming back after Survivor Series, oddly enough. They don't want that. So what they want to do is they want to keep as many people on the roster as they possibly can, but if they have nothing for them, send them to OVW, and they can pay them even less.
It also allows them to do a propaganda thing that says, "Oh, we don't release our wrestlers in TNA, unlike that big bad WWE."
Even though half the people there request their releases, and Vince goes, "Sorry to let you go, but if you ever want to come back, just give me a ring. You're not going to get as good a deal as you used to, but you know what? I'll bring you back." Basically, but getting back to Impact.
But the problem with that is Iron Bite. He also adds, "Oh yeah, you're going to have to lay off those pain pills now. We don't allow that anymore." And most wrestlers are, "Fuck you."
No. That's just Kurt Angle. He has 80% pain pill now.
Can't drive drunk anymore.
But getting back to what we were saying about Sting, Crimson, and Matt Morgan, the point of this is Sting's booking Matt Morgan and Crimson against Mexican America.
And
this is going to lead to pain.
Okay, so he wants more tag teams, so he throws Matt Morgan and Crimson together? Come on.
They need any tag teams, because think about it. Motor City Machine Guns, not out if Shelley's injured. Beer Money, they fucking dissolved. And they're gone.
Team 3D doesn't even exist anymore. And, that's about it. So
TNA has WWE'd their tag team division.
Which is
even worse than the WWE does, because at least the WWE is trying to give us new teams. It's not working.
I do want to say something. I am really surprised they've been able to hold off on reuniting Team 3D. You think if Bubba Ray wasn't busy being the only fucking member of Immortal now, I personally believe that they would have put them back together to do this rather than giving it to Crimson and Matt Morgan.
Probably.
And the Crimson Matt Morgan team is basically, the standard, they're two rivals, and will they be able to get along? Will they try to screw the other one over? Find out next time on TNA Impact. See?
The problem with that is there's a big problem with that theory. What fails with that theory is that Matt Morgan and Crimson, this whole thing, this has all been a very friendly feud. They've enjoyed beating up each other, and they clearly get along very well.
Yeah.
And they clearly get off doing it. Oh, I mean...
No.
That was the pain pill.
No.
Not any kind of sexual release, Digi.
So we continue staying backstage because wrestling matters, and Ric Flair and Eric Bischoff are bitching about how Gunner lost last week. And Sting comes in and says, "Hey, I rewrote your contract, right, Bischoff?" And Bischoff's like, "Yeah, you rewrote it all right, and it was nicely rewritten. I ain't gonna sign it." I'm so clever. I'm working without a contract. I can be building at any moment.
Ha ha ha! Sting could have me beaten half to death, and there's nothing I can really do about it.
In fact, Sting does threaten to beat Bischoff half to death with a scorpion death drop right onto the concrete. But, said, hey, you know what? Instead, I'm just going to let Garrett beat up Gunner. Ta-ta for now.
Yeah.
I really want to comment on this because Bischoff and Gunner has split off Immortal. They're not part of Immortal anymore, as far as I can tell. So
I don't know.
I can't tell who anybody is part of Immortal.
I know. It's quite amazing. Bischoff he's really done it. He has been able to create an entire feud basically based around himself and his family alone. Gunner is no different than if Eric Bischoff was simply attacking Garrett Bischoff with like a shotgun or something, or an assault rifle, or a knife. Gunner.
Unfortunately, Eric Bischoff has bad aim and can't hit the broadside of a barn.
If he was standing inside of it.
So basically, for all intents and purposes, Gunner is just Bischoff's weapon. He's his gun. And we are not supposed to recognize anything more from Gunner. He is just simply a weapon that Bischoff can use against Bischoff.
Yeah, I can't wait to see when Gunner turns on Bischoff and aligns himself with Bischoff, and then Bischoff can use Gunner against Bischoff. And okay, I'm done with that joke. I'm really done with that joke.
Bischoff?
Because now we have match number 2. I think we're 40 minutes into the show. Seems
like
Austin,
3 hours.
Yeah, I know. It's Austin Aries and Kid Kash taking on Jesse Sorensen and Brian. I have no clue where the fuck I am anymore.
Prince of Persia.
The Prince of Persia.
Oh god damn it, this match.
One thing, why is Kid Kash working with Aries again after Aries fucked him hard at the pay-per-view?
Because
I don't know.
He's stupid.
Yeah, Kid Kash is the dumbest bitch in TNA right now, and that's saying a lot. This match was a typical Kid Kash does all the heavy lifting. Aries tags himself in whenever the fuck he feels like, and eventually Aries is like, you know what, fuck this, Kash, go ahead, you dick.
Oh, and
yeah, I'd
like to mention. I'd like to mention this week Aries had his little magician's cape sort of over to one side, so it was more, the one side was kind of hanging over.
Yeah.
It looked like he was going to do a flourish with it, and as some of our co-hosts have pointed out, it is unknown which is worse: Austin Aries' his fabulous little magician's cape, or Kendrick's bizarre Islamic warrior outfit.
Well, here's the thing, though. Austin Aries' cape does give a +10 to gay, so...
And his Freddie Mercury mustache, probably +20.
Oh,
so he's got a +30 to his gay roll.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
And we all know his charisma is at least a +4. So basically, he can roll a 1, and he's getting a 35 minimum on any gay check.
No, the
That's
problem
pretty good.
God damn.
Gives you a 20 to bisexuality, because Freddie could get any person he wanted.
That's true. Well, you know what, folks? We will discuss this in length, and we will release a special Dark Match episode discussing this very topic. Because Kid Kash loses this because Sorensen is able to hit Crossroads for the win.
Yeah, Aries basically bails on Kash.
Wow, who
calls
didn't
him
see
a dick?
Coming? Who didn't see
dick. Kash goes for a moonsault, misses it horribly. Sorensen hits Crossroads. Your winner, Jesse Sorensen.
And
according to the results I'm reading, it's just Jesse Sorensen. Brian Kendrick had nothing to do with the match at all.
I'd just like to point this out. to give you an idea of how wonderful this Impact was, this is the match of the night, and it sucked.
Speaking of sucking, though, Jarretts is
Oh, fuck.
No.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Okay, I will say this before we do anything. Before we do anything, let's talk about Tracy Brooks's costume. She had on a black bodysuit with a boob window. God bless you, Tracy Brooks, for giving me something to rest my eyes on and totally forget Karen Jarrett is talking.
Yeah, there was something about a gauntlet match, and Gail had the night off, and Madison knew what her job was.
And they're drinking champagne and making Tracy Brooks into the house slave.
Yeah,
as we pointed out before, Tracy Brooks loves fucking over Karen Jarrett's plans, but Karen Jarrett will never seem to get rid of her.
No. It's just like...
the humiliation, I guess, is worth putting up with her occasionally being,
She doesn't work when you thwart their plans repeatedly.
In front of them!
Okay, you're also forgetting. It's their TNA management, they're incompetent boobs.
Fair point.
Anyway,
we're still
after
in the
this,
back, folks. Because Storm has to talk to Anderson, who's playing Madden 12.
Oh, this is great.
I'm not sure if I saw the score right, but it looked like good old Mr. Anderson was getting his ass kicked.
Can I just point out something? They're basically giving free advertisement to EA Sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think I saw a single Madden 12 commercial on Impact ever.
Nope.
Hey, by the way, Anderson's from Green Bay.
Thank you, Magpie. Nice to hear your voice, by the way.
Nice to hear your voice too, Iron Bite. And sorry I was late for the show. I pretty much got the time wrong.
Sold your ticket, Magpie. We already sold your ticket.
Yes.
It's alright. You take over the show, boy. I wish you guys in the audience well, and I'll see you tomorrow for the WWE review.
Okay.
Bye.
I'll just be on the sidelines, guys. You take care.
Okay, good night.
That's Magpie. There, but for the grace of God, go I. So Storm accuses Anderson of attacking him from behind because, hey, he's an asshole.
And assholes like to do it
Anderson's
from behind, and they stink. Thanks for that mental image there, Storm.
And she's like, dude, I'd never attack you from behind. I do it from the front. And it's like, I just like to quickly say this, bullshit.
Like that one
also,
free from Julie.
Yeah, Anderson has attacked people from behind. I guess the whole basis is Anderson knows all about concussions or some shit, but it doesn't make any type of sense at all.
The problem is when Anderson said that, the only thing I could think of, you guys remember when he threw beer at Gunner a few months back and Gunner bladed for it?
Yes, I do. That had to be the sharpest beer ever.
It had to be like acidic beer.
No, sharp,
like,
because
like xenomorph blood.
It cut him.
Yeah, it cut him. It didn't dissolve the skin.
It cut him. It was the sharpest beer ever. You know what? I'm with Anderson. I wouldn't drink beer made of razor blades. Basically, getting to the premise of this promo, because I don't like talking about Anderson at all. It's Anderson. Storm goes, "Did you attack me? No. Hey, you want to play Xbox? Fine." Unplugs the Xbox and walks away.
Wow. Yeah, that's a face.
What an asshole!
So now you've given him reason to attack you, dumbass.
All right, guys.
If I was sitting down playing, Skyrim, and somebody unplugged my computer, I'd fucking drill their head through a table.
I would too, but it's Madden, so
Okay, fair enough.
So, guys, it's match number 3, and I think we're approaching the 10 o'clock hour for this, and already I'm more than annoyed. It's time for the 10 knockout gauntlet match to determine Gail Kim's #1 contender for the Knockouts Championship. Why? Why?
Why a gauntlet match?
Also,
no, stop. Everybody just stop.
Blue Wizard needs food.
okay, shh.
Okay. Velvet Sky loses a turning point. Now, in normal wrestling logic, that means the former champion gets the first shot. Okay? Why not have Gail Kim come out, kick the crap out of Velvet Sky, okay, send her back to the bottom of the ladder. By the way, that's going to be very important in this match. And then you could have next week a #1 this gauntlet match. Oh wait, I forgot. Next week they're having a lingerie match. I don't care anymore. I don't.
Okay.
Velvet Sky, I'm sorry, you're hot and all, but you know what? No, you deserve better than this. Leave this fucking company. Go to Shimmer. Okay?
Anyways,
Shimmer will take care of you.
It should be noted that, like all gauntlet match nowadays, they are effectively WWE SmackDown slobber knocker rules, where a couple of moves is enough to put a motherfucker down for good.
Oh,
And also,
one move in the instance for a few people. We start off with Velvet Sky and Rosita. Gee, I wonder who's going to win this gauntlet match. And Velvet hits a sit-down pedigree.
Yes, they call it's the pedigree base. It's a wide-legged pedigree.
It's not the I fall down slam.
No, that's Madison
Madison.
Rain's finisher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those one I know.
So basically, it was she pedigrees Rosita and pins her in 6 seconds, and this brings out Brooke. Oh my good lord! Look at that ass, Tessmacher.
Yeah, and she was very intent on making us look at her ass, because she beats down Velvet, and every 3 moves she stopped to shake her ass. I'm not
And she
complaining.
gave her
I'm just saying
face.
she's a tool.
Yeah, she even gets her.
Tool or not, I get to look at her ass, and that's awesome.
Velvet actually reacts like, oh my god, that was so gross.
And then hits the
It's like-
bulldog and.
Isn't she supposed to be a pseudo lesbian?
They all are.
Yeah, seriously, they all are. According to
Yeah.
in Russo's world, every woman is a
my fan.
catty lesbian bitch. Hey, speaking of lesbians, out next is Angelina Love.
Okay, I have to mention this. Angelina Love looks fucking emancipated right now.
She
Well,
looks like a rectangle.
But you know what I
She's
noticed?
got no hips. She had no boobs. She looked like a fucking rectangle with a
You
head.
look like an even thinner Maurice.
With,
You
You know
think
what I
so?
Get off my
noticed?
show.
You know
Hey,
what
that's
I
my
noticed,
job.
though?
Steal my catchphrase.
You know what I noticed
Yes.
noticed during this as she's running at? She has a smile on her face. Like, I can't believe I get to haha, I'm facing you, Velvet, haha. And it wasn't one of those evil smiles. It was, oh god, I get to wrestle my best friend.
Taz even fucking said, it's like a beautiful people's reunion in here. You fucking moron!
Don't remind me of something that was actually entertaining in the middle of your not entertaining shit. But Angelina Love actually rolls up Velvet, uses the tights, and yeah, that's it for Velvet Sky. That's
yes,
right,
the person
folks.
you thought was going to win the match is not going to win.
Yeah. Out next is Mickie James, and as they go to break, she gets
Hardcore
attacked on
country.
Yeah.
Country!
There we go. That's what
Thank
we need.
you.
Yeah, and then we go to commercial because, Flo, fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
That's pretty much it. There is it was pretty damn obvious they had one half of the match being all about Velvet Sky and the other half of the match being all about Mickie James. And
they didn't want Angelina Love, or they didn't want Velvet Sky and Mickie James to fight each other for whatever reason. So Angelina Love was the transitional champion person in the match.
person in the match will go
Transitional
with that.
contender.
Yes, thank you.
So Mickey James battles out Angelina Love and beats her with the Mick kick. And out next is a unmasked Sarita.
The problem is she might have to be going back into a neck brace after this because Mickey fucked up that DDT something fierce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was horrible. That was just fucking horrible. She almost kills Sarita, and but she gets the win, and the Sarita is being dragged to the back, telling, "If you fucking sue, you will never work in America again." Out comes Tara. Interesting to note,
go ahead.
Both Brooke and Tara are still wearing their TNT shirts.
I guess they're still a tag team. Like they never broke up.
I guess so.
They might never get another title shot, but they're still a tag team.
Yeah, interestingly enough.
Okay,
go ahead.
Here's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Madison Rayne is going to be injured by Mickey for whatever reason, so that Gail Kim holds both tag champs and the women's belt.
And all she needs to go is to go to Japan and win the women's title there, and bring back to TNA, and she can be the female Kurt Angle.
Don't you wish that evil upon us?
Thought. So she'll grow stubble on her face.
Don't you put that evil on me?
She'll gain crazy eyes?
No, she'll gain
God. Okay.
No, she'll gain an addiction to Oxycontin.
From her various neck injuries. All right, so moving on. Tara and Mickey actually managed to put on a fucking show because, they take pride in their work and are actual wrestlers. Hell, Tara even hits a heel hook submission. Why? Because, and then Mickey hits a nice the Mickey DDT, this time a little bit more cleanly. And up next...
It was amazing how more competent Tara was than Mickey in this, and how more deserving she was of dealing with Asian chick. I've completely forgotten her name.
Gail Kim.
Gail Kim, thank you.
Yeah. Up next, speaking of lesbians, again, out comes the lesbian vampire pirate witch, Winter. She's next. And,
she kicks Mickey's ass up and down the ring for about a minute and a half. Mickey kicks her, she's dead.
Like we said, SmackDown versus Raw slobber knocker rules. One hit is all you need.
No flow. She must have came
whatsoever.
down with like 300 hit points. She forgot to heal or something before the match.
Speaking of, guys, Anderson's very happy because ODB has been reinstated with her massive knockers.
Oh my god. She had breasts that would make Doug Winger blush.
Oh god, why did we have that reference?
Oh god, no!
Was there a winger joke on this show? Oh my god.
Bastard.
I've been waiting to drop that bomb.
You bastard, Digi. Okay.
I'll get you for this, you furry. Don't you ever make me think of winger.
Bad.
Wait. Huh?
I don't get it. You don't want to get it. Anyway, my reference was going to be, I thought that machine guns were going to pop out of there, and Mickey James was going to go, how'd I miss those, baby?
But ODB. Okay, first of all, I don't think I've seen an ODB match in a while because her, doing everything in her power to draw attention to the fact that yes, she does in fact have giant tits.
She just
was
does
really
that.
distracting. It was still really bloody distracting.
The working theory we have here on the Dark Match is she does not believe in bras, so she has to adjust and support every few seconds.
Bam.
Because, just does that. it's weird. ODB loses to Mickey after Mickey hits a senton. Because why not? But it doesn't. So now we come to the end. Our last contender is Madison Rayne. And Madison, because her fucking entrance music is so damn long and boring. By the way, she was wearing a blue bathing suit. She didn't even get put on her wrestling gear. It was a blue bathing suit.
Oh, yeah. Also, did we mention that ODB kicked the crap out of Mickey after she lost?
Yes. No, I was about to say that, because as Madison Rayne is coming to the ring, doing her little, I'm the prom queen.
She's taking her
the prom queen. Everybody
time.
love me. ODB just destroys Mickey. And she just kills her dead. And as Madison gets in, it's like, oh, this is going to be so easy. Hold on. I'm going to move you with my foot. Roll up. Mickey James, your new number one contender. And, oh, God, she did not sell that after. It's like, oh, my God, I won. I'm revived.
Well,
I thought she did very close selling it, because she was like, yes, I won. I can't stand up, but I won.
I didn't
anyways,
care.
after that
So
beautiful
contrived.
example of Knockout's talent, we get Bully Ray insulting a fat woman.
That lady was not that fat, by the way.
Bully Ray dwarfed her. Her.
Bully Ray dwarfed her. And as we said before, apparently Bully Ray is immortal right now. But here comes James Storm. He tears through frickin' chairs, and Bully's like, look, I didn't attack you, okay? And I got my hands full with a bit. Did you see what he did? I put him through a table, and he just sat up like it was nothing. And because if I had dealt with you, you wouldn't have gotten up. But hey, now that I got you, would you like to join Immortal?
It was like the most backhanded compliments ever.
Hey, come on. Look. You just joined Immortal. We got Scott Steiner and Gunner and me. Well,
And
mostly we got Scott Steiner.
Maybe still Jeff Jarrett. We don't know.
Yeah.
But if you go by Bully Ray's words, Immortal has gone down to Bully Ray, Scott Steiner, and Gunner. There is no Jeff Jarrett.
There is no Eric Bischoff either.
There's no Ric Flair either. But Storm was like, yeah, I'll join Immortal, after you get laid. The implication is Bully Ray, like a typical bully, couldn't get sex unless he paid for it.
Speaking of, I just want to mention this. So does that mean that Eric Bischoff and Ric Flair are renting Gunner from Immortal for like a fee or something?
Oh God, yeah.
Is it Scott Steiner or Bully Ray who's the pimp for Gunner?
I'm gonna say Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner, because he has the math, so he can do the accounting for that kind of work.
So, we see Jeff Hardy walking backstage because we're going to hear from him next. And as we go back, we have Garrett Bischoff talking to the people. That's what the Harvey. I've said this before, and I hate the fucking Harvey Hervey can. Jason Hervey, you cannot fucking do this first person. The guy. We're not really there. We're keeping up the illusion.
Blair Witch Project bullshit.
That this is the eyes into the backstage. No, just do a fucking interview like anybody who's normal, you tard.
Like,
all right,
think
now
about
I'm done with that.
Back to the freaking 70s TV. It's always been the wrestler and the interviewer. In fact, the interviewer added stuff if he was a good interviewer. That's kind of gone by the wayside, but that's not a slam on the system. But no, Russo, we gotta be different. Has this absolutely fucking stupid, I got Parkinson's disease camera shit. And speaking, go ahead.
Like I said, this is the eyes into the backstage. Okay, this is the what you're actually seeing. This is what you would see if you were actually back there. But moving on because I feel my gorge rising. I think for some reason.
Oh, yeah, but we got Jeff Hardy coming out to cut a promo.
Lovely.
So he comes out and he's wearing just his ordinary clothes. So we're like, thank God we're not going to see him wrestle tonight, because you know that. So
yes, but something worse than Parkinson's shows up shortly after.
Oh, you bet. Karen Jarrett comes out. With that horrible remix.
I cannot believe that they made Jeff Jarrett's music even more annoying. How the fuck does that
These are the noises I made while I was sleeping through this promo. Enjoy!
No, hold on. You weren't making snoring sounds. You were growling like a fox. That's what made it funny.
I need to get in on these calls.
I'm sorry I missed this.
West Coast feed. I regret having the West Coast feed.
Hey guys, knock it off. I'm trying to get my pills. There's a Karen Jarrett. Come on. Jarrett's coming up.
Wait. This is what me and Chris and everybody on the call heard.
Oh. Karen Jarrett, she seeps into my subconscious and turns me into a wild animal.
Why can't the cap come off of this? Come on, Karen.
So basically, Karen comes out.
We get 10 minutes of Karen Jarrett screaming at the top of her lungs.
Was this really 10 minutes?
It was 10 minutes.
It seemed like
I remember why. I actually ran off to the bathroom. Hold on, excuse me. Because Karen Jarrett talked about Jeff's wife, quote unquote, Beth, and talked about how she.
Basically, the insinuation is that they had a lesbian relationship. Fucked. But Chris didn't sound like that.
I cannot enjoy my lesbian porn anymore. Fuck you, TNA.
I can.
I look lesbian porn. I'm just gonna go right limb. I'm gonna be thinking Karen Jarrett's coming in.
Look at me.
Oh God! I don't
remember this entire promo was basically Karen trying to get Jeff to punch her in the face or something. And this is one of those few times where I wish he didn't have self-control, because, oh my God, she was really beginning to deserve it. The most he does is he grabs her by the arm and goes, "No, you!"
And basically said, "We are the creatures of the night." And this caused Jeff Jarrett to come out through the crowd, and he's going to attack Hardy, but Hardy's like, "Oh no, I saw you, Jeff Jarrett." And Karen goes, "Low blow." Wait, you're not supposed to block it. Yeah, he blocks the low blow.
Okay.
And
Jeff. Go ahead.
Yes. You know what? Do the joke. I love hearing the joke.
I don't have a joke. I have an observation.
Okay, go ahead.
My observation is Jeff Hardy is basically Mary suing this up hardcore after beating Jeff Jarrett 3 times at the pay-per-view, blocking the low blow, completely thwarting everything Jarrett has. And I would be angry about this if it wasn't happening to Jeff Jarrett, the guy who spent the last 10 years of TNA Mary suing it up.
Yeah, I am not entirely. I do not entirely care. The fact that Jeff Hardy, of all people, one of my favorite.
Hello? You lost him.
Oh.
Well, it looks like Magpie's going to take over for Iron Bite.
Somebody else gets to talk.
Okay. No, I was just going to say, it's kind of like his senses are somehow artificially heightened. as if he can see time slowing down. Almost like he's stoned out of his gourd.
Stoner powers, activate!
Yeah, and he also calls both Karen and Jeff bitches.
He said what we were all thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to sum up this
Look at
program.
me.
We could sum up this
Let's
segment.
please
Sum up
move
this
on.
segment of the show as Karen Jarrett talks and we frown. Moving on.
Oh, wow, that was
And
weird.
our ears bleed.
And
Yeah.
welcome back.
Okay, I'm back. Apparently, Karen Jarrett came in and destroyed my Skype connection.
Keep from fucking around with the portal.
I'll get you,
damn it.
Dark Matchers. Yeah.
God damn it! Stop fucking around with the portal. Okay, where were we? Or have we talked about Mexican America basically admitting they want to
No.
kill people? Just admitting that.
Fuck.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's
we
what
go
they
ba-
were saying?
No. Rosita at some point said, "Let me get my knife, and I'll make sure that bitch is drinking his meals for the rest of his life." Or something to that effect. There was a lot of Spanish, there was a lot of stupid, and at this
There was
point
a
I
lot
went
of-
to sleep.
There was a lot of fake Spanish. You should qualify that.
Yeah, I at this point, my eyes grew heavy. I started to get really warm, and I fell asleep.
Watching that promo, it really made me wish we had either a Hispanic co-host or at least a co-host who knew Spanish to tell us how fucking wrong that Spanish was.
They're probably really
judging-
saying, like, we are, blue floating clouds with gumdrops flying everywhere. That's what they were
Just
saying in
judging-
Spanish.
Just judging by what my girlfriend has told me the few times she's, had the courage to watch Impact, she pretty much says that while the gist of what they're saying is right, their pronunciation and their accents are shit.
I second that. I second that. Being as my hometown is just like inside of Tijuana, they get some things right, but overall it's not that fluent.
All right, so now that we've got that, let's have Crimson and Matt Morgan squash Mexican America.
Okay, I gotta make one last comment.
Spoilers.
This is straight from the results that we are reading from, but I think it needs to be said. Backstage, Mexican America is chatting in Spanish. When they do start talking in English, they talked over themselves way too much to figure out what they were saying. That is Mexican American in a nutshell.
Yeah, they're.
Pretty much. So, okay, this match. Somebody else talk about it because I can't.
Okay, so Mexican America versus Matt Morgan and Crimson. Yeah, so it starts off with Crimson and Anarchia. Crimson kicks Anarchia's ass for a while. The women try to distract. It doesn't work. Except it does, apparently. Hernandez hits Crimson. Stuff happens.
Matt
It's the
Morgan and
usual-
Crimson don't need the touch of a woman anymore.
They have each other.
Seriously, this is a serious this is gay romance. This is
This is guy
Brokeback
love.
Mountain.
Wait. For anybody who's seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, the Bonds of Time, no homo, all of the homo.
Yes. I would call this a double bear relationship, except for the fact they're both fucking shaven.
Yeah.
So, wait, does that mean that Crimson and Anarchia are Bakura and Merrick? Except
No.
obviously less cool.
No. Matt Morgan, you know what? You have to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. It is an awesome series. They did the Yu-Gi-Oh! Through the 3 generations, Yu-Gi-Oh!
EX
card games and motorcycles, Yu-Gi-Oh! Annoying kid with annoying tendencies to pull shit out of his ass, and just playing Yu-Gi-Oh! They did that movie, and it's awesome. Go see it because, yeah. But anyways, getting back to this match, oh good lord, I watched a little bit of it, and when I tried to watch it again earlier today, I could feel my eyelids growing heavy. I could feel a warmth stealing over my body. And when I looked up...
Bright light?
No.
Careful, we don't want Backlash to start scoring again.
All right, so, but yeah, this match ends with Crimson hitting his exploder suplex, and then Matt Morgan hitting the carbon footprint. You know, Sheamus has a nice bicycle, has a nice big boot. It's a bicycle kick, so he gets a lot of more momentum. Matt Morgan's carbon footprint is actually an effective finisher for him, because if you get kicked in the head by a guy the size of Matt Morgan, you'll be down for about 3 seconds, possibly more. And guys, Matt Morgan has come full circle. He's tag team champion again. In fact,
Oh boy.
He took
And he
the
took
title
it
from his former partner.
Yeah, he took it from
Yeah.
Hernandez.
Yeah. Guys, that is I couldn't really hear TNA and Taz because I think they contributed to me going to sleep, but did they mention that at all?
They didn't. No.
They
because it's
did
happened.
actually.
Oh, they did?
They-
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, they or I can't remember whether it was Taz or TNA, but they did acknowledge the fact that they did acknowledge something that happened more than a year ago.
Okay.
Interestingly enough.
So, next match, well, before we go to our final match of the night, by the way, this is match number 5. We've had 5 matches in a 2-hour wrestling show.
No, that was
And
our fourth match. That was our
No,
fourth match.
we're going to
Last
match number 5.
We're just
James
over?
Storm is saying,
Okay.
hey, I now know who jumped me from behind, and I'm going to reveal who it is next match. But the
I'm
next
betting
match
he's
is
wrong.
the next match is Garrett Bishoff with Sting versus Gunner with Ric Flair and that guy we can't mention because he has no contract.
Okay, 2 things. 1, this is the main event. 2nd,
Yeah, isn't that
Garrett
sad?
Bischoff apparently is a 50s diner. Judging from his strange
Dixietron.
Titan Dixietron, thank you, and music. It was like Deuce and Domino came back.
Yeah, all you need is like the Tim Hortons logo.
I miss Deuce and Domino. I really do. I mean, okay. Let me rephrase that. I miss Cherry more than I miss Deuce and Domino. But
Go to hell,
you
I
know.
invite.
Deuce and Domino.
I love Domino's music. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Come let me take it back. Turn back the time.
to a time when men were men, women were women, and black people had to sit in the back of the bus.
Hey!
Oh, jeez.
They never talk about that. They start talking
Damn
about
it!
And
Tony,
Hitler
let's
was
jump
a
up.
superpower.
Before we get sued, let's move on.
Dude, I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down.
Last thing we need is the ACLU on our ass.
Kick him in the balls!
I'm Canadian, so
Come at me, bro! Come at me!
to cut a long story short, Garrett Bischoff wins again.
Yeah, Garrett Bischoff.
Yeah,
apparently
he just
is
beats
able to, is able to reverse everything. So he's SmackDown versus Raw's Undertaker on legendary difficulty.
No, Kurt Angle was harder to hit a move on legendary difficulty.
Kurt Angle doesn't exist in the WWE. Wait, when was the last time I saw Kurt Angle in a WWE game?
2010, I believe.
Really, he's in 2010?
I think so.
Kurt Angle, the guy who TNA basically has put themselves, I don't know. I'm done with this. Let's move on. James Storm is out to talk.
Yep.
You know.
So he comes out and he says, I may be a redneck. I may wear cowboy boots and a cowboy hat and drink beer, and people look down on me and stuff, and then why I don't know. So he basically calls out AJ Styles.
Okay, before we go on to AJ, I was expecting him to start going like really off on non sequiturs and then just go, I have no idea what I was talking about.
But hey, you know what? Hey, AJ Styles, could you come out here for a second?
And AJ is surprised when we see what happens when, going back to the beginning of the show, I will give TNA credit with this. James Storm pointed out that ever since he got hurt, AJ Styles has been getting all the title shots.
Well, the thing is, and this is something that Styles is really quick to point out, Storm's supposed to have a concussion. Like, in the storyline, he has a concussion. And so, he's not exactly clear to wrestle, so who else was going to get the title shots?
Yeah, there's that.
And once again, I can't believe I'm saying it, I'm giving TNA more credit, because that's how you do gray and gray motivations. Neither of them are wrong, and neither of them are right. However, TNA will always find a way to fuck up something good quick as lightning.
Yeah. Yeah, let's fuck this up.
Comes up with the most contrived reason to basically pin the blame on AJ, and then AJ even says, like, no, I came out to challenge Roode because you got hurt.
No. This was exactly your plan, and they just start fighting for no reason.
And suddenly, here's this random guy with long hair. I'm not quite sure who he is.
That's
but he breaks him
Kazarian.
up. Yeah,
That's Kazarian.
Oh, hello, Kaz.
Kazarian was actually here earlier. He broke up Storm and Joe in the most dumbest way possible, and bless Kazarian's heart, he's trying to keep Fortune together, or it's really Threechin right now, but it's not working.
They're fucked.
Yeah.
Anyways, after Kazarian plays Peacekeeper, we finally find out who attacked James Storm. And for absolutely no reason at all, it's Kurt Angle.
Yes, folks, Kurt Angle, the guy who went out on a hamstring injury, which led to James Storm getting the title in less than 5 seconds, which led to Robert Roode's insanely stupid heel turn.
The heel turn.
Was the one who attacked James Storm.
Well, and you can kind of see that making sense because of the whole, this is the guy who cost me the title, but he's supposed to be out for, longer than a goddamn month. He's injured. Again, what is it with TNA doing these things where it's like, they've got these horrible injuries and they're back in like a few weeks?
Because they can pump themselves up with so many pain pills, with so many drugs and so many things that will keep the pain at bay, because they know if they don't show up on a show and they're not a Kurt Angle, a Sting, a Hogan, they're not going to get paid. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, let's ask Pope.
Also,
Okay, so
TNA runs under Left 4 Dead rules where if you can freeline enough pain pills, you are effectively invincible.
Yes, or throw enough Molotov cocktails. Atlantic Couture of Team 4-Star. Or eating Molotovs.
Kurt Angle says, creepy, typical Kurt Angle fashion, says, "Oh, you're gonna have to tell your daughter that Daddy, that Kurt Angle was the one that gave Daddy the concussion." So going after the kids.
I miss when Kurt
Angle likes to play with little boys.
I miss when Kurt Angle was funny when he was creepy. I really miss that.
Now he's just
crazy-eyed and creepy.
You know what? I liked it better when Kurt Angle wasn't being stupid. 2000. I mean, Kurt Angle. Let's just talk about Kurt Angle for a moment. This is a guy who not only won a gold medal, 2 gold medals, with a broken freaking neck at the Olympics, went on to become one of the better wrestlers to ever enter the WWE, who had money coming out of his ass with the WWE, who was at one point the face of the WWE, to the guy who's in TNA, whose neck is being held together by duct tape, bubblegum, twine, twigs, sticks, and
Crazy glue.
Oxycontin.
and Oxycontin, because the guy does not want to stop. I do think he's in a race with Ric Flair to see who's going to die first in the ring.
And that's TNA in a nutshell. And speaking of TNA in the nutshell, is there anything left to talk about?
It's over. Hooray!
No, we just got one last thing to do, guys. What gets more screen time than Jay Lethal?
Karen Jarrett gets more screen time than... you know what? Karen Jarrett gets more screen time than anybody else on the show. And I'm dead serious about that.
No, you're quite right.
Ken Anderson playing really shitty at his football game as the Green Bay Packers gets more screen time than Jay Lethal.
Go.
No, you go. I was going to ask you if you'd like to go next.
Okay. The many faces of Dixie Carter.
All one.
Nice one, Lone Warrior. All right, fine. Tracy Brooks's magnificently fake rack, but still lovely to look at, gets more screen time than Jay Lethal.
And not to mention ODB's Doug Winger breasts.
Oh!
Stop talking about Winger.
That.
Way more screen time.
Because now I've got to. Because now you know what? No. I'll be portraying what I actually am, and I'm not ready to do that yet. All right, guys. This has been the dark match for TNA Impact. Once again, I'm Iron Bite.
I'm the
I'm
Revolver
Digi-Fox.
And I'm the Lone Warrior. Good night, good luck, and for
and
the
I
love of...
believe in Tebow.
You know what? Play the damn theme music.
This has been the clusterfuckiest episode ever.